sì ní kó wọn kárátà ọtí wọn lọ sẹ́fẹ́ kí ṣe wèrè fún yín lọ́tí ṣe báyìí èmi kọ́ bọ́ ìfẹ́ ní ìlú tó lọ àti ẹ̀rọ kọ́ bá lọ fi gbàdúgbà nù. bó ṣe máa ṣe nìyẹn kó ká bọ́ ìfẹ́ ní ẹ̀kọ́ lóbìnrin yìí ọkùnrin mi. àṣìbá ti ní kò sí lára script. Ayinla in the movie Ayinla please. So ladies and gentlemen, you see what I'm talking about? A couple of times in the movie. Artist, ibi kúnlẹ̀ àwọn ọlọ́yọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ láwọn protein kì rẹ̀. Ṣé yìí ṣe lè tó lè ṣe yìí lè ṣe àjíkẹ́ nínú báyìí? Ó lè ṣe àjíkẹ́. Oríkì rẹ̀ làjíkẹ́ àhá ó yá play role sí.
Well, I played the movie of Ajala, Olabisi Ajala, and he's a promoter, music promoter, and he was the one who tried to take Ayinla on a trip to London, to promote Apala music.
So what do you think inspires the movie?
What else? The fact that Ayinla was an ethnic man, and Ayinla was known all over Nigeria. Ayinla is a custodian of Yoruba history, and yeah, I feel.
So what do you think is the big thing about
Well, like I said, number one is the fact that it's not really a biopic, but it is the first time anybody will be doing like a film that talks about life and time of a legendary musician, a Yoruba musician, a Nigerian, and I think that is one. Two, treating Apala. Apala is not hip hop. Apala is not, so treating Apala for me is first of its kind. So that makes it unique. What landmark is what? Pardon me? Well, the fact that the film is being made around his life is a landmark. Yeah.
What artists do you think actually take after his unique?
There's nobody.
Do you think we are not losing this kind of?
That is why film like this is important. Yeah. What is what?
What do you think people's reaction?
I don't know until they see the film. Until they see the film. Thank you.
My name is Debo Adedayo, popularly known as Mr. Macaroni.
Please, our press people.
I play the role of Bayowa in the movie Ayinla.
Press people, please can we stop the interview?
It was fun. It was actually fun being on set, a lot of experiences, a lot of new things to learn, as well on the set. So it was an amazing time on set.
So what can you tell us about the movie Ayinla itself?
I would like to see Ayinla as a movie that depicts our culture. Beyond the persona of Ayinla himself and his life and how he lived his life, we're talking about the African music, African dance, African sound, Akpala in particular. So I think I like to present Ayinla as a movie that celebrates our culture.
And do you think anyone is taking after this great legend at the moment? At this generation, do you think anyone is taking up his role?
Who?
Any artist?
Who? No, come on, trust me. We have a lot of artists that are doing amazingly well, pushing Nigerian music beyond shores. So I'm happy, I'm excited. I think this is just the beginning of what we have.
So what really excites you? You are proud of our heritage and our culture.
A lot. Our music itself, our dance, the culture of respect. You understand? Especially Yoruba culture. We talk about respect. We talk about there's this thing. Professor Yoruba, when they say togetherness, something about being community, something about community. You understand? So our culture is rich. Our culture is very rich, and we have 1,000,001 stories. We have 1,000,001 stories in the African tradition.
So what do you think excite people? I mean, what do you think will bring reaction of people? I mean, about this movie, Ayinla?
A lot. I mean, the story in itself, I think it will excite a lot of people. I mean, it is inspired by this guy. It is inspired by Ayinla himself, but there are a lot of course, we have creative license to always add this, remove this, add this. So it was, I think people will enjoy the story itself. I think they will enjoy Ayinla's music, and they will enjoy all of the artistic beauty that comes with it. Thank you.
My name is Ayinla, and I played Jaye in the film Ayinla.
What can you tell us about Ayinla? Or what can you tell us about your experience? Your experience in the movie. What can you tell us about your experience?
So working with TK was definitely on my bucket list, and I'm glad that I finally got the chance. It was an amazing experience. TK is such a gentle person, such a gentle director, and just his passion for the story just shone through in everything that he did, and I'm so excited that I got to be a part of it.
So what do you think inspires the movie Ayinla and you at this moment?
Well, I mean, the film is I don't want to call it a biopic. It's more like an inspired by the life of Ayinla, and he's someone TK has been really passionate about telling this particular story. So I think the time was right, and all the elements came together, and we made magic.
And do you think we are not already losing this attribute in our present, in the culture, in what about culture and everything? Do you think we are still on track with this kind of music?
I mean, I think the beauty about culture and heritage is that it evolves. The music our parents listen to is not the music that we're listening to, and it's not going to be the music that our children listen to. So I think it's okay for culture to evolve, but I love that the cool thing about history is that if it's recorded properly, it can be there for us to always refer back to, and it can be there for us to always remember and to pass it on to future generations. So I feel like Ayinla serves as a representation of that, and it will always exist, and people will always be able to come back to it again. So
What do you think will be people's reaction, towards the movie Ayinla?
I think people are going to be blown away by this incredible story, from the acting to the costumes to the culture and the locations. I think people are going to be inspired and are going to feel really happy to be Nigerian.
So what inspires you acting?
So the theme for the evening is a cultural extravaganza, and because the movie is set in the late 70s, early 80s, I wanted to pay a little bit of a tribute to the time period and go a little bit vintage and a little bit retro, which is why I did my hair in Kiko, and then I'm wearing like classic Ashoke. So thank you Bizbot, thank you Dikpo, thank you Babayo. They put my outfit together. So it's like a little bit vintage, but I made it contemporary. Thank you. Okay.
Well, I tell a story that says something about myself. I'm very conscious about my own environment. And in this case, I'm from Abeokuta. Ayinla Omowura is made in Abeokuta. So growing up, I've listened to him. The music has stuck. It's in my head. And I thought it's about time that we document the achievement of this man who, in the Western sense, is not educated. Even the star drummer Adewale too, you can say in your own way that they are illiterate. But these are extremely talented people who have given us about 20 volumes of fantastic music, between them. So I think it will be irresponsible of me coming from that not to tell that story. So I think the idea in this film will prolong the legacy of Ayinla Omowura and his music.
So what is the unique thing about Ayinla Omowura? What's the unique thing?
The unique thing about him is that he cannot read, he cannot write. So everything is done is in his head, the music, the lyrics and everything, over 20 albums. This is a genius, at work. And we should never forget that contribution to music across Africa, So this is a legacy that must be alive, So Ayinla Omowura for me is not dead. This film has proved that he's still very much alive.
So last question before I let you go, sir. What is the reaction, or what do you think will be people's reaction towards this movie, Ayinla?
We're about to see. I'm dying to see how it will receive, because most of the people here probably never saw him or met him. What they have is the music, so I think it's interesting. Thank you.
My name is Jumoke Odetala. I'm an actor and a movie producer, and I play the role Kemi in the movie Ayinla. When I received the script, I was super happy. Come on, even if I had been called to come on that set and do nothing, I would have done it, because like I envisaged, it was a learning experience for me. Working with producers known with quality works, Okutude Kilani, Jade Oshiberu. It was a great experience. It was a wonderful experience. Well, I would say basically the challenge would be, was putting myself in that year, so many years, so many decades back. So it's getting to put myself in that year. That was the major.
On behalf of the organizers of this event, we want to say big thank you.
That is something you should watch out for. That is something you should think that, okay, for somebody like Tunde Kilani to think of conceptualizing this idea, what are the fascinating things about Ayinla? That's one reason you should watch out.
What inspires this outfit?
Yes, the idea behind this my outfit is culture. This is Adira, this is Ashoke. Putting all of our culture together, and then my hair. It's culture, yeah.
Now, we have
My name is Akanani. I'm an actor, content creator, producer, YouTuber. No, I don't. But I'm here to support my friends. And yeah, I'm excited to see the movie because I know it's about the life of Ayinla, who's a traditional singer. So I want to learn.
Do you know anything about it? Any unique thing about it?
No, I don't. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm excited to see it, because this film is going to entertain me, but also educate me. So, yeah.
What can you tell us about the unique part of this culture? I mean, this tradition and culture.
I mean, you can see it all, man. I'm an Igbo boy, but I like to rock my Yoruba attire. You understand what I'm saying? It looks rich, it looks cool. I look like a king. So yeah, let's do it. I mean, the theme for the event was cultural extravaganza. So why not?
What are your expectations?
Expectations, like I said, I'm excited to see the film because it's going to educate me but also entertain me. I mean, it's going to teach me something I never knew, and they're telling stories that aren't usually told. Do you understand what I'm saying? So yeah.
Let's put our hands together for the MD.